Welcome to 4 things I wish I knew about the 2024 International LT when I first got this truck. It may be the same on other years, but I can only speak for the 2024 International LT. The first is the master disconnect. If this switch is flipped all the way this way, then the truck will not start when you try to crank it. The air conditioner will not work. The refrigerator will not be working. You have to flip this all the way back into this position in order to connect the battery to the truck. Otherwise, nothing's gonna be working. If you go to pick up a preloaded trailer or you're at a customer site and they loaded you up and you're wondering if you're overweight because the truck feels a little sluggish, here's one thing you can do on the International LT. If you go over here to this little joystick controller right here and you go over to the right 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, axle load will be on the screen. If you press OK, it will tell you what the weight is that's falling on the drive axles right there on the tires. Now, because I'm driving a flatbed, if I release my trailer air pressure, you should see that adjust a little bit as the truck starts to kind of get itself in gear to drive down the road. Oh man, the truck will not stay on. How do you get the truck to stay on and just idle? It's freezing outside. I don't want my engine to seize up. Here's a way to make it idle. First of all, you got to crank up the truck again. And once it's cranked up, you have to trick the truck into throttling the engine constantly. And the way you do that is by pressing in the parking brake. And then once it's in, you press the cruise control center button right there. You press and hold set and you pull out the parking brake. On the dash, you're going to see that it says engine throttling. And that's going to be your indicator that no matter how cold or how hot it is outside, the engine will stay idling no matter what you do on the inside of the truck. It's important to note that when you throttle the truck, it wants to unlock the door. So you have to go back over here and relock the door. Otherwise, you might have some visitors. But you don't have to throttle the truck to maintain climate control inside the truck. Within 30 seconds of you turning the key back into the off position, you can press this button right here, the auto start stop. If the voltage on the battery falls below a certain amount, the truck will automatically crank itself back on to build back up that voltage. Now, to maintain climate control inside the sleeper berth, we got to go back there. If it's hot outside and you want to get it cooler inside the truck, the first thing you're going to want to do is press the cool button. And then your fan control right here should control the amount that the fans are blowing. That's pretty loud, so I'm going to turn it all the way down. And this down here is your climate control for cooler and for hotter. But if you wanted to take it up a notch, you can go over here to the climate control thermostat. And if you press it down up here, it starts at 72 degrees. I want it to be around 60 because it's going to try to maintain about 5 degrees plus or minus of whatever you set it to be. And if you want the heater to come on underneath your bunk, you have to press and hold the on switch right there until it says heater enabled. At this point, it's going to start to heat up a lot right below you. The 2024 International LT has even more features, but for those, you're going to have to read the manual.